Hey everyone, it is the dude. Yes, yes, and more. Yes, I was going to try to show a video of my 30,000th win, but I missed the boat. I was on vacation at the time and couldn't stop playing, so I went over the 30,000 threshold total wins, and I've been just playing ever since. But I did want to come back and show you guys that I do have 30,000 wins. I think that's pretty impressive. I've been playing since 2013. Since the early beta, I was one of the first to get the golden ticket to join in, and I have not looked back ever since. I do love Hearthstone. It is quite epic. Don't pay any attention to the 8. I don't play ranked, typically. Pretty much, for the most part, I play casual. I play casual, but I play wild. I play wild for everything. But I did want to show you one other thing here. Where was that at? Because I'm right on the verge. Here it is. I wanted to show you because I'm at rank. That's why I'm at rank 8. Normally I'd sit there at 10 because I don't play it. But I was trying to get to 1,000, right? I think that's a big deal. Not most, but a lot of people have 1,000 heroes. Many of them, if not all of them. I have none. So since I don't play ranked much, I don't get to get these win meters up as high as I would like to get them. But since this one was already at, I think, around 900, I've been kind of grinding the last 100 over the last couple months. You'll see me kind of do a few, and then I pop out. But I'm finally here. I'm finally at 999. I don't know what deck to play to push me into 1,000. I wanted to show you guys that too. I don't really have a new Druid deck. I'm still kind of playing this old stuff. There's some big in, and of course Astral's always in there. I don't want to show you guys either one of those. I do have a couple new decks that I've made here. These 4 are the new decks that I've made. I should cancel a bunch of these decks out. They're really not valid anymore. But I still like to play a few of them because they are all golden, like the Highlander Reno Mage is such a sick deck. I don't think I can just kick that deck to the curb for no reason. It can be updated too as well. And then, what else was I going to show you guys today? Oh, there's one other thing. Oh, I want to show you guys these 2 decks. So the guy I know that plays ranked wild, the guy's just insane. He's on this Hearthstone like 24/7. I think he's at like around 200 legend rank right now. He usually jumps into legend around, well, he used to jump in around 4 or 5, but lately he's having a little tougher time and he's jumping in around 20. But he's a great player. Guys, is phenomenal. And he showed me this deck, and he gave me a couple of other ideas to play. He says that in ladder wild, that the 3 top decks right now are this deck here, and the priest deck, and the Rogue, the Kingsbane Rogue. I don't like to play the Rogue, but the Priest deck looked okay to me. I haven't thrown it in one of these slots yet because I don't really play the Priest a whole lot, and the deck looks fun. I think you guys probably have heard and seen that deck if you play Wild. But yeah, so what I also wanted to show you guys was kind of how it takes to get a full golden deck, right? So every new expansion comes out, and I'm not going to have the golden cards, right? So I'm going to have to craft everything. So we come down here to the crafting. We got 11,000 and 25 dust left. I've already crafted a few golden legendaries and definitely some golden cards to play with and have some fun. But you can see right here, these are all the new cards pretty much that I'm missing, right? Lightning Bloom, Nature Studies, Bogbean's old, but Crimson's new. Teacher's Pet new, Twilight Runner's new. I mean, luckily I have one of them, so that's kind of where I start out. If I really like the deck, I'll buy at least one so that the deck hopefully looks like it's all shiny from here, even though there will be only one in the deck, one golden, one not. Because they're expensive, man. These golden cards are not cheap. Like this card right here is 1,600 dust. It's twice the amount for a golden card as it is for a regular one. So it does take a long time to build these all golden decks. This deck's pretty good. I do like this deck a lot, so this is probably one of the ones I will craft all golden. I don't think it's a top tier wild ranked deck, but that's fine. I don't know. Like I said, I don't play ranked. I just play kind of some really fun decks. Rattlegore was just too big to not build a deck. I had it in golden, so it was like, oh yeah, we got to build this thing, or at least as close as we can get it. You know, we've got some cards in here that are new. Commencement's new. I do like the ramming speed. I wanted to show you that. It's pretty hilarious right there. And then I want to show you this other deck, this guy, Gorky, that's his name, who plays Wild. He told me about this deck. And I'm sure you guys, if you play Wild, you've seen this deck in Ranked. He did switch out one card. He did not tell me which card he switched out, but I think it's the Solarium, which to me makes total sense in this deck. I like it. I like this deck. I think he built a good deck or grabbed a good deck and added to it. Again, this deck is not all shiny, but every slot has at least one shiny card. So you can tell this is probably the deck I enjoy playing the most right now. And to finish crafting this to make it an all golden deck is going to cost me, I did the math, 6,400 dust. So I would be left with right about 4,500 dust left. And I'm not quite ready to do that yet. Plus, they're going to make some nerfs, right? They're going to do some nerfing. The good thing about nerfing is we do get full credit if for some reason the deck just totally becomes useless. We'll get credit on those cards. We won't get credit on the other cards. So that's definitely the disadvantage to crafting some of these golden cards early, is that you know that the nerfs are coming. It's just a matter of when. We've already had our first round of nerfs, and it hasn't been too bad. So I think we're going to be all right. Anyway, I wanted to show you guys those few things, show you a couple of my new decks that I'm working with. This Ectomancy Reno is sweet. It is all shiny and golden. The card that I added to this one is not really working, and that's my bad for crafting that card golden before I tested the deck. But I play so many demon decks that I thought, well, maybe we'll craft the Archwitch Willow. And it looked so good when I was checking it out, I just popped the button. I was like, yep, 3,200 dust. Here you go. Take it. I'll take the card, please. Thank you. So that got me in a little bit of trouble early, because I probably would not have crafted this card again, because it never fails to pull out some of the cards that we don't want them to pull out. But I have had a few times where it's given me the win, so I can't bash it so hard just yet, but we'll see how that works out. Anyway, that's what's going on with me. Hope everything is going well in your playing of the School-O-Mance, and good luck out there as always. We'll see you next time.